Good morning and welcome to a coffee video, and today we are hitting the spirit of Christmas with our gingerbread coffee series. So today we're going to be making a hot latte, we're going to be making a frappe, and we're going to make an iced latte. These are all the gingerbread themes, bringing the real flavours of Christmas into your homes. So without further ado, let's get cracking. We've got 3 drinks to make, so let's get on with it. So the very first thing I'm going to do is make the topping. So for these gingerbread ones, I want a nice gingerbread biscuit topping. So all I've done, you can go and buy it from Tesco's or some local supermarket, but the best thing I find is just to get a box of ginger nuts and just chop them down with a knife. Really easy, simple, cheap. I think these ones cost me about 60p for a pack. Chop up easy. I'm only chopping 4 because we've got 3 drinks to make. Throwing them around. Just chop them down into the consistency that you're looking for. I like them quite small and crumbly, and then if I'm drinking with a straw I'm not choking on big bits of gingerbread when it's coming up. So I just hold the point of the knife down and then just roll it back and forth. Just gives me a little bit more control over the knife. Perfect. Now, like I say, you can go and buy the topping, or you can just get a few ginger nuts, chop them up and make a really good topping. And here we go, topping made. I just put it in a little glass. There, that's a cortado glass, just so that I can shake it and have some control over where all the crumbs are going. But you can do whatever you like. If you want to leave it on the chopping board, get a spoon, fill a spoon and sprinkle. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to run through how to make the coffee shot. I'm only going to do this once on this video. For the other 2 coffees, I'm going to transport you via the magic of YouTube. So the magic of YouTube will suddenly provide an espresso shot ready for this. So every time I'm going to do a double espresso shot, so 14 grams of coffee grind and 30 grams of coffee. For this one as well, I'm going to use our own brand, which is the Full Italian. So this is a pure Arabica coffee bean, and it grinds up beautifully. And if you like kind of the flavour of Starbucks in your coffee, then this is the right one for you. We've got a variety of other coffee bean brands that we produce, and they kind of go along with the other branded coffee houses as well. I'm also going to use the gingerbread. I use this particular brand quite a lot of syrup, but it doesn't matter where you get it from. Also going to use the blender as well later on, but we'll talk you through that. So first one today is the hot latte. So this is a gingerbread and cream latte, and we're going to go through the coffee right now. First things first, I need some coffee beans, so I'm going to put the beans into the hopper. I'm just going to cut across the top. Great thing about these bags is they have the valve. There you can see the valve. And they're resealable. So you don't have to put too much in, only put in what you need. First thing you get is that nice aroma as well. about half full. Hopper's about half full. I was going to show you the shine actually. So you can tell these are Arabica beans. You can see the dark colour of them. You can see the shine on them when the light hits them. Beautiful. Ready to go. Okay, so the really important part is getting your coffee right. You get the right coffee, you get the right flavours. You get the right consistency, the crema. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh this on a normal household scale. Nothing posh. Again, something you can get from the local supermarket, something most people have in the cupboard. So I pop it on and my group handle weighs 318 grams. So I'm just going to zero that. So now I need to grind into the group handle around about 14 grams of coffee. Just going to see where I am with that. That's giving me 12. A little bit more and we'll have our first. Slightly over, so I'll take some out. Let's get a spoon out of the drawer. Keep this bit. So it says 15. A little bit over then, wasn't I? Now it says 13. Goodness me. I'll get it right. 14 grams. Hooray! Okay, next stage. Once we've done that, 3 stages. So level, best you can, tamp, so let's get your tamp, lean the group handle down, I lean it on the edge of the machine, and I tamp down and make sure that my tamp is level, and then I wipe the excess, and then I'm ready to engage the group handle into the machine, into the group head. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give that a wipe there where I've made a good mess with the coffee. There we go. Hands a quick dry. Quick dry over here. There we go. Beautiful again. So I put my espresso cup. Hit the go button. So I hit the 2-shot button on this Barista Max, this one. You can see that starts to drip nicely. Perfect. And then we have our perfect espresso shot. Whether you can see that. There we go. Lovely colour in there. Plenty of crema. Really good aroma. And one thing that I will run through with you on a separate video is how to set up the grinder. so it's grinding so that you get the right extraction. But this one's pretty good. Happy with that. We'll run with that. So now we're going to go and steam our milk. Okay, so steaming the milk's really easy on this machine. I'm only steaming enough milk for one, so I'm just going to use a small jug because I'm only getting 16 ounces, maybe in there's 12 in that cup. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the milk just to the bottom of the lip of the spout. So there's the top of the spout, the bottom of the spout, just there, just that much. I'm going to use whole milk because it's Christmas and we all enjoy a bit of extra. So on the Barista Max it's really easy to steam the milk. You've got the steam arm. Here you're going to put the jug onto the steam arm. We're going to put the steam arm right inside the milk. We're going to go just off the edge and we're going to tilt. And the reason we're going to do that is so that when we're starting to create those lovely chirping noises that create the micro bubbles and the foam that sits nicely on top of the milk, it becomes forms part of the milk, the foam. On the Barista Max you've got a little light just here. There we go, you can see that. I can see it as a blue light. That light is shining. That means that I've got enough steam inside the machine to be able to create the milk. Without that light on, it doesn't matter how skilled I am as a barista, I will never be able to create that foam because the water won't be the right temperature. There we go. We're going to start making some chirping noises. So you can see that the tip of the steam arm is just inside the milk and it's causing that swirl. Now I can tell the temperature of my milk by touch. You might want to use one of these. It's just giving you an idea of where you're sat temperature wise. You want to steam to about 140 because we're popping some cream on top and that takes some of the temperature of the milk away. We're getting to 140 and knock it off. Take it down. So you can see immediately on the steam arm there's a build up of milk. And we need to get a cloth and wipe that away straight away. The reason for that is that we don't want the milk to burn onto the steam arm. And the other thing that we do is we purge the steam arm by just knocking it onto water. Just to get rid. There we go. Any milk that's gone up inside the steam arm then is now out. One thing I didn't show you there was the consistency of the milk. You can see the foam on top, you can see the shininess there. Perfect, ready to pour. Let's build this. Okay, so we're ready to build. We've got our milk. We've got the cup. We're going to put some gingerbread syrup inside. There we go. So, there's that ready to go. I'm going to pour the milk in. I always give it a swirl, a little bit of a bang. Now let's remember that we need enough room for the shot and we need enough room for the cream. And we put the coffee straight in. There we go. So you can see from there, really nice amount of foam starting to form there. Just about right. It's probably a little bit too much. We're looking really for 5 ml. And I've got some space there to pop the cream on top. Perfect. Okay, so next part we're going for the cream. Take my time with this one. There we go. And gingerbread ginger nut topping, not gingerbread topping. Perfect. And I'm going to go for a little bit of cinnamon just to spice it up. Come on. There. Perfect. Loads of biscuit everywhere. I don't mind that. Okay, let's pick you up and bring you with me while we have a look round. How amazing does that look? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll be happy to sell that to anybody. Okay, so we're moving straight on to the gingerbread ice latte. This ice latte is really special. It's got the cold cream on top, it's got cinnamon on top, it's got the biscuit topping we made before, it's got a beautiful cold cream to go in there, and we're going to put a little bit of gingerbread flavouring into that as well. So yeah, by the magic of YouTube as well, we have our coffee shop already made. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, so cold cream, here we go. We're going to use this whipper. If you don't have a whipper, but you do have a bowl and you do have a little hand blender, you can actually put all the ingredients into the bowl and use the hand blender on, I use mine on full, so those settings 1 or 2, I use mine on 2, and let it rest a little bit, and all the bubbles came out. So really easy to do. You don't need any special equipment to make cold foam. So here we go. We're going to get, I'm using this, but you can use double cream, the Oatly. Kind of like the flavour of it. I think it's really creamy. There we go. I'm going to pour some in. A little bit more. There we go. Now, because I don't want it too thick, I'm going to need to put a little bit of oat milk in. If you're using double cream, then you'd need obviously to put full fat milk in there. That just thins the cream down a little bit. There we go. So that it's not too thick, so you can't have any trouble pouring it. And then we're going to add 2 pumps gingerbread. Pop it in and there we go. As I always do, I'll take the lid off and show you what it's doing. It's spinning and it's whipping that cream there. And before you know it, hey presto, you have cold foam. Okay, let's start to put this together. I've got my ice in my cup already. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 pumps of gingerbread. Let's have plenty of gingerbread in there today. Now I'm going to add my milk. I've got to remember that I need enough room for the coffee shot and for the cold foam. I'm going to add the coffee shot there. So now we have a standard gingerbread ice latte. Just going to give that a little bit of a bang. I can really smell that gingerbread in that cold foam, that's amazing. Yeah, okay, and then we're going to pour it on. Here we go. That is going to be one incredible drink. Okay, so next part, topping. I'm going to try and pour that, keep it like in a little bit in the middle. See if I can widen that, there we go. So we've got the biscuit in the middle. Then we're going for cinnamon. Cinnamon just really kind of makes it fancy. Amazing. Perfect. Let's have a bit of a close-up look at that. So you can see on the top, see how amazing that biscuit looks there. Absolutely amazing. You wouldn't have thought that we just got a couple of ginger nuts and chopped them down. And the cinnamon on there just gives it a wow factor to that flavouring. Obviously you've got the cold foam with the gingerbread in it, we've got the coffee, we've got the syrup, we've got the milk, we've got the ice, we've got everything. Absolutely perfect. So I think that retail price of a drink like that is close to £5. And this, I believe you can make it for less than £1. maybe £1.10 at the most, depending on the quality of milk, the quality of the coffee bean, the quality of the biscuit, you know. Perfect. What an amazing Christmas drink. Okay, so now we're on to the gingerbread Oreo frappe. So to make this totally accessible to everybody, it doesn't matter if you've got a coffee machine or not, what I've done is I've put 3 spoons of instant coffee. So we're going to use that in our frappe instead of espresso, but by all means use espresso. We've got ice, got milk. You can of course use alternative milk. It's not a problem with this one. You just need alternative cream to go on top. These are the Oreo gingerbread biscuits. So I just picked these up from a outlet store. These were from the Cadbury's outlet store. But I'm sure you can get them from Amazon or get them from maybe your local supermarkets. Just have a look round and see. But they are absolutely amazing. If you like gingerbread, you like Oreos, you'll definitely like these. So yeah, let's get cracking with this and let's make this beautiful frappe. Let's get all the ingredients in the jug and get it going. Okay, so first I'm going to put the ice, and then the milk, frappe powder. So frappe powder, I've said before in previous vlogs, it's just something you can buy from Amazon. It's available on my website as well, but you can buy it from anywhere. It's really important because it's kind of a thickener and it kind of binds everything together. So this one's got a hint of vanilla flavouring inside of it, but yeah, perfect. It's from a company called Simply, or Simple. Adding my coffee. So a bit of Nescafe Gold, which is unusual for me. And then I'm going to add 2 Oreo biscuits, and I'm just dropping those straight inside. Okay, lid on. If I can get it in. And blend. So I'm not going to be blasting the blender on full. I'm going to put it on a number 1. It's slightly slower, but that slower speed really seems to chop up the ice much better. But we first need the electrical. There we go. Beautiful frappe mix. I'm pretty much ready to pour. So you can see there, it's ready to go. So we've got the biscuit, the ice, the milk, the powder, everything's ready. It's nice and thick, this one. If you want it a bit thinner, you can just add a bit more milk and give it another blast. Sometimes you just need to bang the jug as well. There we go. Give it a shake just to flatten it. We've got room there for the cream. Put the lid on there as well, so we don't spill it all over myself. So we've got the frappe mix inside the glass. Just got to add the cream. We have plenty of cream in this one. Nice. There we go. And then of course, next thing to do be add 2 Oreo biscuits, 1 on each side. There, like that. See that there? Yeah. Position them the way you want them. Perfect. I'm going to add the biscuit, crumb there, perfect, and bling it up with a bit of cinnamon, just to Make it a bit fancy. Those amazing flavours. There we go. Perfect. Right, what I'm going to do now is just grab a straw. Nice red straw, nice Christmas colour. Slide that in. There we go. One really lovely festive gingerbread Oreo frappe. Right, let's show you around this one. Really easy to make at home. And it looks super good. Really cool. That really is a showpiece, and it's a real beautiful winter drink. I mean, come on. You want a taste of Christmas? Then there you go. Well, this one's got coffee in it, of course. Remember, if you're making for kids, you don't need to put the coffee in if they don't like that taste. If you don't want to give them any caffeine as well, obviously. Perfect. I mean, you can bling it up a little bit further by maybe drizzling some chocolate around if you wanted to add that flavour, but I think it's got loads of flavour. I think it's got loads of crunch. I think it's absolutely perfect. There we go. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed watching these gingerbread series. I hope you get something from it. I hope you're able to go ahead and make this coffee at home for yourself. So like I say, there was three. There was the hot gingerbread latte, there was the iced latte, and there was the fabulous frappe right at the end there, just to add that bling to your Christmas. So I really appreciate all the likes, I really appreciate all the subscribes, the comments, the watches, all I'm trying to do. The only objective that I've got here is to show you exactly how to make this fabulous coffee at home for yourself and make it completely accessible, using your own kitchen equipment, sometimes using espresso, sometimes using instant coffee, and sometimes not even using coffee at all. So let's hope you can take something from it. I've loved making this video for you. It's the longest video I've ever made. I hope you've enjoyed it too, and I will see you again soon, but Merry Christmas.